Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a response video. The lovely Chase of Two of Owls did a tag video. He called it, and I've got notes down below in case you're wondering why I'm looking just underneath the camera. Hashtag Tarot6QA. I will link the video down below. And he's got 6 questions as the hashtag might suggest. And yeah, here we go. The first question is your preferred style of shuffling. Now, I've tried, is it riffle or rifle? I don't even know. Shuffling, I can't do it. I don't know if my cards are too thick or, yeah, I can't do it. I'm always very impressed by people who can. Kelly from the Truth in Story, whenever she does like a walkthrough video, she's got impressive. But yeah, I just shuffle like that. But I'm not very good at it. And if the cards are too big, they go long ways, and I shuffle like that. I think that's another reason why I prefer these tinned cards, because they're small and they don't hurt my hand while shuffling. Question number 2, how many different people have you read for? That's an easy one. I've only read for one person, which was my future sister-in-law. And I talked about that in the 31 Days of Tarot by S&E. So if you want to have a look at that video, I'll link that as well, because it's quite a good story. Is tarot a casual hobby, a passion, or your profession? It is somewhere in the middle between a casual hobby and a passion. I am leaning towards passion more and more, even though I didn't do an awful lot of tarot this month. But yeah, it's a lot more than just a casual hobby. I watch an awful lot of tarot videos. I read a lot about tarot. When I get back into it, I do like a daily draw, something that you do daily, or at least like a couple times a week isn't casual anymore, I don't think. Even though I don't read for others, yeah, it's become quite a part of my life. So yes, and wouldn't it be cool if that at some point could be like your profession? That would be amazing. Number 4, if you created your own deck, what would it look like? Now, the problem I like creating stuff, but it's been a while as well. I used to do, like years and years ago, I used to do ATCs, artist trading cards, which are the size of baseball cards that you might be familiar with. And the idea is to trade them with other people. You usually do like a set of 3 or 4, or like a small number of cards. You either all do the same, or you do like a series of things, like the same theme or something like that. But I think to do a whole tarot deck in the same kind of style, I don't know if I could do it, because that's a huge commitment. But if I did, it would be sort of abstract, probably black and white, but with maybe a hint of colour. Because, yeah, I don't really like collaged decks. So even though that could be an option for certain cards, because I can't really draw people, I think abstract would be the way to go. Marseille, Thoth, Rider-Waite-Smith, or Lenormand. I've got a Marseille deck that I didn't really use during the March of the Pips. I've got a Lenormand deck, which I did a video on, that I don't really use, but I really like the look of it. but I haven't really got into that style of reading. I haven't done much research on it, but it does look very interesting. I do like the idea of like the grid that you make, and yeah, I do like that idea. I don't have a Thoth deck, but I do have loads of Rider-Waite-Smith clones and a couple of Rider-Waite-Smith decks. So Rider-Waite-Smith it is. And then the very last question is, recall the first time using tarot. Now, I can't really remember the first time that I properly used it for myself, because I did that years and years and years ago, but then I decided that it wasn't for me, because it was like I couldn't get on with it. I had a pip deck and a very limited book sorry, and yeah, that didn't really, I didn't really get on with this. But I found my what I called my magical diary at the time, sort of like a book of mirrors, and one of the first entries is from, no, the first entry is from the 9th of January 2005. Now, to give you a bit of a backstory, I was part of a kind of a coven. I think we called ourselves a coven, online, in Holland, and there was a couple of people that I used to meet up with quite regularly. One of the people in this group was my best friend from school, so she lived quite close. We used to do little rituals together, and obviously talk about witchy stuff a lot. So her and her husband, and then this other couple who were both, like, my best friend's husband wasn't part of it, and this other couple, they were both part of this group. We went to the open day of the, like, open door day of the Bureau for Tarot. I know, in Rijen, for those Dutchies out there. You will probably know where that is. It's in the south of Holland. It wasn't all that far from where I used to live. We didn't stay very long because it wasn't that interesting, but still, I pulled 2 cards, the Inventor, Man of Crystals, and the Lovers from the Voyager deck. Sadly, I don't really understand tarot, but one of that part of that couple, she said that those are good cards. I did really like the deck, but it's so expensive, I might have to save up for it. I was more into runes at that time. And it's funny because I remembered that I wrote that in here because, like, you know, it's my little diary. But I couldn't remember the deck, so last night I went to have a look, and it's really funny because I can't remember if that was sort of like the first tarot deck that I ever really pulled cards from. I can't really remember. I don't think it was the first deck, but it was sort of the first deck that wasn't sort of like traditional, and where I said, like, oh, I really like this deck, I looked for images online because I couldn't remember, and I really don't like it. It is a collage deck, and yeah, no, I don't like it at all. But, you know, apparently your taste really changes over the years. So yeah, that was one of my first experiences with tarot. So thank you very much, Chase, for setting up this little tag. I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to all the other people that are going to be doing this tag, because I'm sure there'll be loads of people doing it. I hope so anyway, because that'll give me something to watch. I like binge watching all like reply videos, it's really good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.